Everything was going smoothly on this job until my pressure washer broke right at the start, which meant I had to stop the job and order a new part and come back a week later to finish it. So this was another job for Dream Jetting. Got everything set up, ready to go, and it started off exactly how you would expect. As you can see, it was coming up really well. I took my time with it, made sure everything was cleaned properly, no rushing it. Because every job matters. Doesn't matter how big or small, it still needs to be done properly. And then the pressure dropped. At first, I thought it might be something simple, maybe a connection or a blockage, but after checking it properly, it was clear it was something bigger. It turned out to be the pump, which is pretty much the last thing you want to go mid-job. At this point, there was no quick fix, so I had to stop the job, order a replacement pump, and arrange to come back once it arrived. Not ideal, but as part of it. Things go wrong, especially when you're doing this kind of work. So about a week later, I came back to finish it. I've got everything set up again, this time with everything working properly. And carried on where I left off. When I came back to this job, I thought the best thing for me to do was to trim the weeds and the grass that were growing out of the block paving. This is something that I didn't think before would be an issue, whereas after I had done it, I found it allowed me more time to focus on the blocks rather than getting the weeds out from within, moving different piles of leaves and grass for every section I had done. And moving forward in the future, this is something that will be done every single time. Another thing I found is that you should constantly be in communication with the customer. Sort of let them know the ups and downs, any issues, and when you're likely to return. Luckily, it was only a week for me. The part came quickly, I was able to fix it and get back to them the following week. But sometimes issues can occur where you're waiting a little bit longer, where you're having to let the customer know that you may not be able to return for another week or two. As I was going through it, you can see there were a few issues as well. Some of the drainage wasn't great, so dirt and water were sitting in certain areas. And parts of the block paving were a bit uneven, which makes it harder to get a completely even finish. It's something I didn't actually notice when quoting the job, but you really start to see it once you start working on it. And as you can see, once it was all sorted, it came up really well in the end. Took my time again, made sure everything was done properly and got the result it needed. But this is something I realised already. It's not just about when things go right, it's how you deal with it when they don't. Came back, got it sorted, finished the job properly, and that's what counts. If you want to follow the journey, make sure to subscribe.